This is the new Magicycle Ocelot Pro. I've been waiting for several months for this one to arrive. A lot of people have been waiting for this one to arrive, and it's now on the market. This is a compact bike with big features. Wait till you hear what it's got. If you follow my channel, you know that my favorite bike is my Magicycle Cruiser. And now they've come out with a Magicycle Cruiser Pro, which has a more powerful motor and a bigger battery, hydraulic brakes, and hydraulic front forks on the Magicycle Cruiser Pro. This bike has all of that. So they put the features of their larger bike into this nice little 20-inch, 4-inch fat with 4-inch fat tire compact bike. And it's performing really well, I'll tell you that. First of all, integral with the frame is a 52-volt, 20-amp-hour lithium battery. That is a huge battery. And that's combined with a 750-watt rear hub motor that has 96 Newton meters of torque. That's approximately 10% more powerful than my Magicycle Cruiser, and it's the same motor that they're using in the new Cruiser Pro. That, combined with these 20-inch wheels and these 4-inch fat tires, is going to make this thing go uphill like a bobcat. It's just going to run right on up. It's got wide pedals with these nubs on the top, which makes it hard for your foot to slip off. And back here, it's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It comes from the factory with a top speed of 20 miles per hour, easy to set to any top speed you want, up to 28 miles an hour. We're going to get to that in just a minute here. They estimate the range at 60 to 80 miles, and with that big a battery and pedal assist, that's just going to depend on if you live in hilly terrain or flat terrain, but I'd say it's probably pretty accurate. Throttle only, you should easily get 30 miles out of this bike. For rider size, it'll handle anyone from 4'10" up to 6'2", and up to 350 pounds total weight of rider and cargo. Now, my daughter, who's 5 foot, has a hard time finding any e-bike to ride, and she got on this one easy. It has a hydraulic front fork on it, and you don't feel any spring in there compressing. It's just smooth. And you're able to lock it out in case you want to transport the bike. So the front fork is locked, and that way it can't bounce out of its constraints while you're going down the highway. You can also adjust the tension over here on the left side. You can either charge the battery in the bike through this port here, or you can take the battery out of the bike with a key on the left side, and then by turning this knob on the front here, and the battery comes out for charging. It comes with a 3-amp charger, and the charging time on this battery would be about 4 to 7 hours. The bike has a 6061 aluminum frame and weighs 73 pounds. The seat is soft and it's wide like the Magicycle seats are. It's very comfortable. The rear brake and the front brake both have 180 millimeter discs, and they're hydraulic, and they are smooth. Up here you've got your controls here for your pedal assist and to get into your program on the display. It's got a bell. It's got your front brake on the left, rear brake on the right. Here's your 7-speed Shimano shifter. This shifts it down and this shifts it back up again. And it's got a half twist throttle over here, which I prefer. The reason I like a half twist throttle is because I can put my throttle in and then I can grip with my right hand and just hold it in there. Thumb throttles, my thumb tends to get tired because you got to kind of keep holding it in that one spot. Another thing this has is cruise control. So the throttle assist works by just holding a speed, whatever you want, for a couple of seconds and then letting go, and then the bike just keeps doing that. See, I got my right hand free here. You can take your hand off and it holds that speed until you touch the brake again. One of the nicest features on a Magicycle is the display. Here it's coming on now. It's bright, it's in color, and it tells you everything you need to know. from the battery percentage, or this can also read battery voltage if you choose. It gives you the time and how many watts the bike is using at any given time right here. Miles per hour or kilometers per hour. This is your trip or your overall mileage. And this is your pedal assist over here. Now by pushing the center button over here, the index, I can change this trip to odometer, that's the total mileage, or the max speed, or the average speed, and the time you've been gone in minutes on your trip. Over here is your pedal assist. It comes at 0 through 7. Now 0 pedal assist would be if you started out pedaling, it wouldn't give you anything at all. And then the next is 1 and it goes up through 7. You can have this be, you can set this to be different things. Let's get into it. I'm going to push and hold right here on the plus and the minus button, and it takes me into the categories here. This is wheel size. Right here is where you set your speed limit. All I do is push the button here and I can scroll through these. That's speed limit right there. Right now I've got it set at 28. You can dial that up and down. Display brightness is the next one. You can set the voltage here. Right now this is set at 52 volts because that is the battery that it comes with. Here's the advanced settings. Now the manual is really good and it explains all of these things in detail. The manual is pretty thick and it's not in 7 different languages. This is all the English part right here. And it shows you all of those adjustments I was just talking about in here and exactly what they do and how to set them. Not to mention all of the other things you need to know about the bike, including, of course, assembly. There's detailed instructions on assembling it. Frankly, it took me as long to get the bike out of its packaging as it did to assemble it because it comes really well protected. I think it takes about 45 minutes to assemble it. It takes almost that long to unwrap it. So in the manual, you can read about all these different settings in here, and it's in plain English, easy to understand, easy to do. I like that about Magicycle. It's the only bike I know that is so easy to adjust. It makes it so you can do it on the fly. You can stop on a trail and reset something instantly. Super easy. These are a really popular size, and because they're so agile, easy to get onto and easy to get off. Of course, you've got the step through, but you just saw what I just did. I automatically swing my leg over the rear. That's something I can't do very easy on my Magicycle Cruiser, but it's easy to do on this bike. So it just makes getting on and getting going and getting off a lot easier. Of course, with the rear rack, you're able to put some nice panniers on the back. And by the way, the best way to carry weight on a bicycle of any kind is in panniers so that the weight is down low on both sides. You don't want to be stacking heavy weight up here. So I tend to put lighter things on top of the rack. It's equipped on the front so you can put a basket on it right here with a real strong welded on mount. So you can put on a nice sturdy basket here too, which is something I kind of like, especially for doing errands around town. So the bike at 73 pounds is lighter than most e-bikes, and you know, it's not bad. And then the size makes it really easy to handle. One of the things I've never cared for on folding bikes is those tall handlebars that are also very narrow. I feel like I'm riding a scooter all the time, and it doesn't feel like they steer very well. This has got wide handlebars on it, and the geometry is good so that it's stable while you're riding. I don't feel like I have to change anything on this bike. Comes with these straps on here, which are really nice for long, narrow things, like I put my tripod underneath here. Other than that, you got plenty of tie-down spots on here for cargo or pannier bags. I really like this feature right here, how this sticks up, comes up slightly, because by grabbing that in the handlebars, I can pick this bike up easily. To start the bike, there's a button on top here, just push it and hold it. Over here is plus on the top to increase your pedal assistance. Over here is minus to decrease your pedal assistance. And the middle button is, of course, to scroll through that or to make your settings. To turn on the headlight, you push and hold the top button, and it'll turn the headlight and taillight on. And you always have brake lights whether the headlight is on or not. To turn on the walk assist, all you do is push and hold this lower minus button. The walk assist is for hills that are too steep to ride up that you have to get off and walk up. All you need to do is push the minus button, and after about 2 seconds the bike starts to go on its own. Like that. Okay, get back here. Going up a hill, it'll be at about, when you're on a really steep hill, that'll be about a walk pace. So you might ask, well, why not just reach over and use the throttle? It's because when you're going up a really steep hill like that, your right hand needs to be back behind the seat, kind of holding the tire down so it's not spinning, and just controlling the bike in general. It's easier than holding your throttle to go up the hill. You can control what the rear end of the bike is doing. That's what walk assist is all about. Okay. Every bike I get in for review, I test it on this hill right here. A mediocre bike or a regular bike will do about 13 miles an hour up the hill. My best bike so far has done 18 miles an hour up the hill, which was my Magicycle Cruiser. This bike, we'll test this one out. This is throttle only, no pedaling. All right, accelerating going uphill. Okay, here's 19.9, 20 miles an hour, 20.3, holy moly. I'm gonna make the corner here. Woo! 19.7, 19.5, back up to 19.9. All right, 19.3, 19.7, 19.8, and hitting 20 again. Holy moly. Okay, this bike is by far the fastest. It was almost too fast for me to do the corners down here. Okay, it's a good time to test out the hydraulic brakes. Let me get on the straightaway down here. Oh yeah, I couldn't even bring him in all the way. It just locks both the front and the rear up. Okay, now let's test top speed down here on the road. And we'll just see. $26, 27, 28, easy 28. Slowing down now. Yeah, I tested it in my neighborhood yesterday, and I know it was absolutely level, and I had no trouble reaching 28 miles an hour there. Well, these paved trails are nice, but let's go see how it does on rougher terrain. This hill is steep and it's rough. And I don't have anything that'll get up that without pedaling. But even with other e-bikes, it's hard to pedal up that. Let's see how this one does. I can't stand up and pedal, so this has to be sit-down pedal because of my knees. Anyways, I'm going to try this throttle only. And I don't think it'll go over the top of that. I haven't ridden anything over the top of that throttle only. Almost. This will be full throttle, pedal assist level 7, the highest one I've got on here right now, and first gear. No problem at all. That's the best I've ridden up that hill. Okay, yeah, it does go uphill really, really well. And leaning back, put my weight over the rear tire, and these hydraulic brakes work just fine. I don't have to really squeeze them that hard to do this. Perfect. What I look for when I get off-road into the gravel is stability, and these wide, 4-inch wide tires are real stable. Having the wide handlebars makes this bike really easy to steer. There's a really steep, rocky part of this trail coming up right here. So this would be a good test for the stability of the bike, the steerability, and the hydraulic brakes. It's hard to tell, I know, from the video, but this is steep. Ooh, gotta watch out for that sharp yucca plant. That wasn't bad at all. A little more here. It handles very well. No problem at all. There we go. Okay, I've got one more hill that I want to take this bike up, and that's that one right there, straight ahead, that 2-track going up. That one, and then it levels off and then it goes up again. We're going to go do that one because the only other bike that does that one without me getting off is my Magicycle Cruiser. And this is, like I say, 10% more power. And also with the smaller wheels, it's not turning such a big wheel. It should go up that hill effortlessly. Let's go try it. Okay, I'm running out of throttle. I'm going to come in with pedal. And it's really easy. I'm just sitting. I'm just cruising up to the top. Okay, that was no problem. Now I'm back on throttle. It's really bumpy too, by the way. Throttle only, coming up to the 2nd grade here. And coming in with pedal. Really easy. Now with a regular bike, you'd have to walk up that hill, no doubt. Very nice. A nice feature on the bike is that, like if you're in pedal assist level number 1, it'll assist you up to about 10 miles an hour. Pedal assist level number 2, it'll assist you up to about 13 miles an hour, and so on. When you get up to pedal assist level number 4, you can't keep up with the pedals. You're going so fast. It's pretty much a throttle only feature after that. But the nice feature is, no matter what pedal assist level you're in, if you come in with the throttle, it'll immediately just take you right on up to the top speed of the bike. Other bikes, when you come in with the throttle, it'll only take you up to the top speed of whatever pedal assist level you're in. Now, I like this better because I could be trying to get away from a dog or something like that, and I can come in with the throttle and just go full speed right away. Now it comes in different colors. This one is the white. I don't know what other colors they're going to have, except today I saw an army green that I'm really partial to. Yeah, I think around the 1st of November, the other colors are going to be available. Well, the amount of power that this bike has is very pleasing. I imagine the Magicycle Cruiser Pro is very nice too that way. I know my Magicycle Cruiser has plenty of power, and this surpasses that. Now, how do I compare this to my Cruiser? Well, the Cruiser to me is like a Buick. It's big and it's comfortable. This bike is more zippy and easier to control, and it does U-turns on a dime On the trails, it was easier to handle because it's small, the wheels are smaller and the overall length is smaller, and I had a real easy time on the trails. So yeah, and it's also comfortable, and the ergonomics of it are comfortable. I didn't feel like I was scrunched over or anything. It's a nice bike that way. I don't mind promoting Magicycle. It's a great product and it's a great company, and their customer service is great also. So yeah, I do suggest you check this one out. If you're looking for an e-bike, check this one out. This is a good all-around bike. Whether you're going downtown for donuts or whether you're going to your favorite fishing spot, this bike is going to fill the bill. The current price for the Magicycle Ocelot Pro is $19.89. Plus you get another $100 off if you use the Gonagain code Gonagain when you make your purchase. Well, there you go. As you could tell, I like this one. So be sure and check out Magicycle, check out the Ocelot Pro and the other bikes that they sell. I hope you appreciated this review. See you around.